Before we start, go ahead and circle 2A. Just circle it. Thank you. Our aquarium holds 5 liters of water. If we use a scoop that holds 1/6 of a liter of water, how many scoops will be needed to fill the aquarium? So we have this whole thing. If we drew it out, this would be 5 liters. And our scoop is 1/6 of a liter. Okay, so how many of these would it take to fill that? So this is a way we can think of this, is like how many scoops would be 1 liter? Well, 6 scoops would equal 1 liter, right? Because there's 1/6, so 6 of those is a whole. So if I know 6 scoops equals 1 liter, how many is going to be 5 liters? Well, that would be 6 times 5. So that would be 30 scoops. So now we have 5 divided by 1/6, and that's equals to 30. The challenge, if we use a larger scoop that holds 2/3 of a liter of water, how many scoops will be needed there? So this one's a little bit trickier to think of this 5 liters because we do have a bigger one that's 2/3, but we want to think about, can we get to a whole number? So if I go 2/3, 4/3, 6/3. So 6/3 is what? So if I count the scoops, so 1 scoop is 2/3. Then I do a second scoop, that's 2/3. So now I'm at 4/3. I do a third scoop, that's 6/3. So that's also 2. So 2 liters. So that means in 3 scoops I will get 2 liters. So that means in 6 scoops I will get 4 liters. And now I just need 1 liter to go. So if 6 scoops gets me to 4 liters, I would need to do half of that. So what's 2/3 plus 2/3 plus 2/3? What's half of that? This is getting tricky, isn't it? Oh, would I use multiplication then? Half of 4/3? Ooh, this is a tricky one. That would be equal to 4/6 or 2/3. Weird. What? Oh yeah. Oh, 6/3. Half of 6/3. There we go. 6/6. 1 whole. Man, I'm getting very confused now. Okay. So 1 whole. How do I get 1 whole out of this? I do 2/3, and then see, you need more paper here. 2/3 plus 1/3. So that would be a half of this. Okay. Does that make sense? That was super confusing, wasn't it? So I know that 6 scoops is going to equal 4 liters. I now need to get to 1 liter, right? To get to 5 exactly. That 1 liter, I can do 2/3. I can do 1 more scoop. Okay, so that gives us 5 scoops. And then a half, so 5.5 scoops. So if I do 5.5 scoops of 2/3 cups, that will get me to that 5 liter. So that means, oh, that's my answer. So I have 5 divided by 2/3 equals 5.5. Wait, no, not 5.5. That was 1, 2, 3, 6. And then 7. Good Lord. 7.5. You know how I knew that was wrong looking at the answer? Because 5 divided by 1 would be 5. And that was way more than that. So, isn't that cool? So 5 divided by 2/3, 7.5. If you're struggling with the challenges, please don't worry about it. Please don't. This is not something to worry about. Worry about these 2A and 1A. Those are the ones you should know how to do. Or that's the kind of the objective. So don't worry if you're not getting it. All right, the next one we're going to look at is some strategies for how to divide, and I'll do that video next.